Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Cookiecast. This is the long-awaited zombie apocalypse podcast, part 3. I know a lot of you have been asking for the next instalment of the Zombiecast, and here it is. Working on the principle that I have managed to get the video for this working, there should also be the video that goes with it. Not quite full video. I think there's about 50 minutes of video, and I think this one actually runs for about an hour, so there's just a little bit at the end missing. But if I manage to line everything up, then you should be able to see what we were doing in Zombiecast. So here we go, Zombiecast Part 3. Right, podcast time, let's do this.
Do you feel special for doing that?
It was almost like being in the movies as well.
Ed, what's all those drugs about?
In the movies.
In the movies?
So, viewers.
I don't even know where to start with this.
Do we have to have the camera? We're all really ugly.
No, we're not all really ugly. You.
That is I'm not the most ugly.
The rest of us are pretty damn fine.
So it turns out the first thing we've got to do is we've got to rank ourselves in beauty order.
Well, I think best looking should definitely stay here.
Wow, this is what it's going to be like.
Yeah, no.
You put the camera in here. So.
The first attempt at video podcasting.
So this is the first attempt at video podcasting. If it all goes disastrously wrong, the audio will be really weird because I'll still upload the audio. So we'll just talk about how we're videoing it and all stuff like that. And it'll just be really weird.
You can just put a thing saying it's like, we decided not to use the video as it was just the worst.
Because the camera just under the sheer pressure of all of our beauty.
Everyone just turned to stone or something.
We watched it back and we all
turned to stone.
So we'll have to do a video roll call. So we'll wave at the camera, so people can actually start working out who we are.
Putting faces to
names, name and shame, some might say.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to watch.
Got a face for radio, man.
We'll be like, that's look. You can see the moment we're obviously.
That guy.
You can now use your alias. As I've tagged your alias.
JK. You can now find me on all media platforms.
Is that JK, as in the initials, or is it JAY?
I'll explain that in a second.
Do I have to have a silly name as well?
Alias is a cool thing. I found out recently that I've got loads of aliases.
Jesus! Oh no! It's stuck.
There we go, credit checking rubbish.
Is this Shibuya? Yeah,
I've had muff chops and muff crotch as well.
This is Bill.
Yeah, I mean,
Bill.
I'm just talking to the camera at this point. Am I Bill? Am I Paul?
You're not talking to the camera, you're talking to your viewers, mate.
Sorry.
Fans.
Apologies.
You're not going to have many viewers after this.
Yeah, I was going to say, those viewers are going downhill slowly.
It's because they turned to stone. They looked at us.
Yeah, I'm going to make him actually say his name properly. Come on, introduce yourself.
Paul.
Paul Williams recently tagged on Twitter. If you check his Twitter feed.
At Paul JW1986.
At Cookie.
The host himself. The actual man behind all this craziness.
Our tech support and
resident smoking fan.
And podcast alumni.
Oh! Although that does mean that for the first time when you're doing a podcast, we won't hear...
Yeah,
every 5 seconds.
I mean, in the truest sense, this started and I've already stepped out to have a fag.
We'll just see him leave.
It's fine, you're just going to see me going backward and forward for the duration of this.
Which I have a feeling, if it goes viral, will be a drinking game.
Every time it has a fag.
People are going to be pissed.
Absolute shitface. They'll be drunk.
Well, the thing is, you could just chain smoking here probably. So
it's not my house.
We're in a giant
hill. It's not even his house.
It's not anyone's house. It's a cabin.
Oh yeah,
cabin in the woods.
Perfect
for podcasting as
For those who can't tell, we're in a spooky Evil Dead cabin.
Obviously, great shout out and thanks to the Gots for the use of their cabin that they
True.
had.
No idea about.
Damn it! One of us should have got a picture and held them up so they could be in here. Just had a little photo of them together.
What in today's newspaper?
Well, one of them is actually.
I can't see Emma in any of those.
I'm on that one. So.
Oh, fair play.
So we're here for Cookiecast Zombiecast. The last time we were part 3, and possibly even part 4, who knows. So we'll need a roundup, a recap. Last time on. It's
been a while.
We are need a summary.
Last time on Dragon Balls.
Last time. Some people argued about some stuff.
I can't remember where we ended up.
Oh,
James went to Morrison's and picked up a
No. What happened was we got back to the house and Andy was not
gone.
there.
God,
So
this
that's
is
the
better than
recap.
the Archers.
that's the recap.
For anyone who doesn't know what the Archers is, you're going to have to Wikipedia that, I'm afraid.
Well,
Did you Rumpy Pumpy?
Billy Connolly.
Rumpy
If
Pumpy.
you've not seen it, watch it. Love Billy.
the only thing that needs to be decided at this point in time is: do we want an element of
Surprise!
like a hit-miss kind of thing?
I think an element of randomness would add I like that kind of thing. You don't have to roll a d20, but you can.
You
have
are obsessed with
He is obsessed with
D20s.
D20s.
That's because
It's
it's
a
a role
D20.
play.
It's the most.
Heads
You
or
know
tails
what?
success measure.
You can use a
the
d12
most
like an
common.
animal.
all the way through.
the
That
most
was your
common
deciding.
design,
Less
most
choices.
common dice.
Heads will be yes. Tails will be no.
Yeah.
There is your deciding element
That's an
of
absolutely
risk.
fine way of doing things.
Okay,
It's not D20, it's D2.
so
I guess.
Technically,
there'll be
Two
more. There'll be more decision making decided by the coin in certain scenarios.
Yeah.
We're agreed.
To add to the drinking game, every time the coin flips, take a drink.
And as per
on that
a,
note, I'm going to have a fag.
a reason that will later be discussed, James has only allowed 2 beers. Responsibility to take care of that.
He's only
I'm going to say we've already broken that rule.
We kind of...
Right, I'm just going to stop the recording.
We
now.
started.
we're actually
started
in,
early.
Started, so we'll finish. Right, so do you want me to just recap the end?
Yep.
You're going to have to summarise a bit. This is my first actual interaction with this at all.
So-
Oh,
Zombiecast,
That's true.
we have to complete mundane tasks, quote unquote mundane tasks.
with an element of success or failure
Yep.
and a possible outcome.
These 4 people here were in my house, and the zombie apocalypse broke out. 3 days later, we ran out of food, so we made the decision that some of us were going to go, some of us were going to stay.
And one of you was going to get eaten by the others.
That
Didn't
was
go
an
cannibalism
option.
yet.
No one's been eaten as of yet.
It's early days.
These guys went to Morrison's via Sam's flat, so Sam now has a plethora of insulin, which is a story arc we'll never need to revisit.
That's true, because once you've had insulin, that's fine. You never need it again. It just cures you.
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
This is a
He's
cool
got enough that we'll never have to deal with
Is that
it
going to be
again.
the standing storyline of this?
If-
Sam's perpetual risk of lost leg.
Did you do the insulin tube?
Yeah,
Yeah.
up, down, left, right, insulin.
What it cures you, your pancreas now works. Shittest cheat code ever. Oh, we could have invincibility or a level select. No, just work like a normal person. No,
God
That's the
knows.
working pancreas.
Insulin.
just
A standard
function like a
lifespan.
normal human being.
So we went via Sam's to Morrison's. James nearly got eaten, which annoyed him, so he killed loads of zombies in retaliation.
Didn't we stop in home base after Sam suggested it about 85 times?
Home base 85 times was suggested. So off the back of that, Sam got a new fork, a garden
Senor
fork.
Stabby.
Senor Stabby, which he named immediately and carved the name into the side of it.
Which is impressive. It wasn't made of wood.
If this was Dungeons and Dragons, Senor Stabbing would definitely be an enchanted weapon of some kind.
I think it was a little enchanted, especially once it was soaked in all that zombie blood.
Yeah, it's
Conveniently, and not in any way to speed up the story, there was a car conveniently abandoned outside Morrison's, which these guys drove to the sports village, which for those of us who don't know is over the road from my house. They made their way through the woods unscathed, got back to the house, struggled getting into the house, but eventually managed to get in, and upon getting in, they realised that the one person they left behind is not in the house. So that was where that was our cliffhanger ending, and that brings us to today's episode.
So is the first coin toss here going to be, do we go and look for Andy?
No.
Survival of the fittest man.
But I'm hungry. I've just snaffled back all my crisps and stuff.
Paul was determined
awesome.
to bring back crisps, and at the point that we'd
James wanted to swing for me.
at the point they'd alerted every
I was gonna
zombie
stab him in the back of the head.
shot, it was like
Because he was just
freaking
Yeah, I
crisps.
suggested I'd stab him in the back of the head if you picked
I believe
up
it was roysters you were
Bubble chips, man. It's like a nice T-bone
roysters.
So, as is correct, James suggested at one point to basically leave me to burn and carry on with barricading the house back up and going about eating your crisps.
Yeah.
But as I am the missing link,
Well, we can see that from the camera.
as I am missing right now, it's up to you three to decide and go.
So I say leave him and burn.
It is his house.
I mean, that's
Yeah, but surely he'll come back if it's...
But
Well, it's like a cat. He might have been.
Can we not do a little bit of? Can we not do a
really chiming?
Can we do a little bit of digging first and see if he's left at least a note?
Well, should we
Literal
check if he's in the
digging.
house? Maybe
Let's
he's
check
in
the house.
Right.
Let's check the house and see if he's hiding under the bed going.
Fool you.
That would be in a zombie apocalypse. That'd be very poor taste. I don't see how to do something like that.
Well, zombie land, zombie.
Bill Murray there.
Spoiler alert, obviously.
Any regrets?
Ah, damn it.
Garfield, maybe.
And then he made a sequel.
I wonder what made him do that.
And we've got off topic all.
No, this is our his group.
Within 30 seconds.
What are you going to do about this, Andy?
Right, so we'll search the house then.
Are we happy that we've barricaded it up enough that
Yeah.
we're safe?
Yeah.
So do we take a room each to start off with? Can I suggest I don't go in the living room, or I'll probably die of cat?
Yeah.
What is cat still about?
I'll search downstairs.
Yeah, the cat's could be gone for 6 months.
World's
That room
gone to
will still
hell,
be
zombies
ticked.
everywhere, and your fucking concern is the cat hair. Wow.
Well, it makes me
James
not breathe. So
Takes the downstairs,
I'll go downstairs.
finds nothing.
I'll take
Okay.
you upstairs then.
I'll just put me in the middle.
Or something like that.
Oh, look on the stairs.
Well, I have to
Can
take
I-
an executive decision. I'm taking the upstairs.
Can I take a peek in the garden and the garage as well? Does that include downstairs?
That's downstairs. Area.
How's your lovely bathroom?
The lovely bathroom is devoid of anybody that looks like this.
Does a chain flush now in the zombie apocalypse?
It does.
It's serious, but
Really, it does. It's like while you guys were away, it was like, I know what job I'm going to do. And then maybe I flushed myself. You find nothing downstairs.
Right.
However, simultaneously, whilst you're looking out the front window and see something, this guy opens the man cave door and Gizmo runs out.
Do you shoot your pants?
Or stab it, bitch ass. Because I'm still using.
he's not shitting his pants. I'm now shitting my pants because there's a cat loose in the house and nowhere is safe.
Gizmo runs out the door and literally jumps on his face, just like, Paul, I've missed you!
Is it a zombie cat?
No, it's just
It's just a hair.
Are there zombie animals in this hypothetical apocalypse?
Yeah, we could.
We don't know yet. We haven't found one.
I think we did. We not say that it's just in sort of the world now, and it's anything it
Yeah,
comes across,
you know.
it can be.
I'd
Contagion.
worry about a bear with a chainsaw.
Oh, nice.
and
Zombie
a
wasps.
Yeah.
Zombie wasps.
Wasps are fucking awful at the best of times. I don't want a zombie wasp.
Zombie wasps. How everyone would die.
Pretty
Can't stop them from getting.
Someone's trying to wipe
If it's
all
any
wasps out
consolation,
last time.
the most likely cause of a zombie apocalypse will be bees or wasps because there is a
And
disease.
stop making it.
No,
like,
there is an actual
sensible.
disease that basically animates zombies.
Scientifically.
Okay, what else is in the room?
Sorry, kids, if you're going to have
What
nightmares.
else in the man? What is in the man cave beyond a scared kitty?
So Gizmo ran downstairs, and obviously cuddled up to Paul, favourite
Obviously.
person, of course. Nothing else.
No notes. There's no note anywhere in the house.
Just a trapped cat in a room.
As slightly weird as I feel about doing this, what's in the bedroom?
He's checked. No, we've checked everything. We've checked all the.
So you've checked all of upstairs. And
Alright.
all you've done is disturb Gizmo has run out and down to Paul.
Where's
James
the other cat?
has just asked the most appropriate question in this.
So he saw
Is
Dwayne.
Is Gizmo the fat cat or the thin cat?
Skinny cat.
Right, so
So the thing you saw leaving the house was...
No, wait. So
Oh,
simultaneously at this point in time, James is looking out the front window to pitch black. Because it's night at this point, not at this point, it's night at this point.
Hang on. Had we not established it was back to morning now?
Yeah, because didn't we spend all night going to Morrison's?
Yeah.
It was like...
I think it was kind of getting to dawn, wasn't it?
Let's say it's early morning. It's still dark.
Yeah, so it's still
outside.
early, right? Okay, so it's still
it's still relatively
dark.
dark.
Yeah, it's dark.
Okay.
Apart from a dim light in the house over the way.
Andy might have gone there to check it out.
Why would he?
Why?
Might
would he do that?
maybe-
Andy doesn't
maybe
like
he's- maybe he's
people.
bored.
Can we not just try and fashion some sort of long poking device?
What's
To try and sort
really
of
long
reach
poke?
over?
that's so
Someone's been
Friends.
watching Friends.
Exactly. Or...
I'll just go over and knock on the
Okay, fair enough.
It's a zombie apocalypse, but manners still matter.
We've
people.
unbarricaded the door
Politely.
remarkably quickly.
Yeah, I mean, we should go and check it out, shouldn't we?
I mean, should we?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. There's a dim light.
We'll lock up. Zombies aren't very...
Latch on.
Zombies, believe it or not, are not the great known for their lock picking capabilities or their dexterity in general.
No, but as previously discussed, they are known for their window breaking capabilities, so it's good. It's a good idea, make it as safe as possible.
Right, so let's go check it out then.
Sure.
Wait for a coin.
Arm
She
up.
goes.
Arm up.
So all of you are going.
Are we?
So apparently we've got outside and we've rebarricaded the
Well, we'll go. I'm happy to go. Yeah, you guys.
I'm happy to. I'm
Well, how about this? You go,
Right.
but we stay outside as
Nah.
sort of backup cover.
like heavies.
Yeah. Toss it.
Yeah, cool. I'm down with that.
Okay. Right.
So you guys like driveway area.
Yeah.
You've gone over to the door,
Have a little-
rat tat tat. Or
Well,
are you
yeah,
giving
I'm
it a hit,
checking
giving
it out.
a hit?
I'm not just going to bang on the door like a
So,
bucket.
front of the house,
We've already established noises. Haven't we?
driveway with like an SUV and then it's a Saab, soft top if you need to know. Front door, front bedroom, all those windows at the front, black, no light or anything. Living room, although the living room is black, dark, it looks like almost like the next room or like further towards the back of the house is where this dim light is coming
Kitchen
from.
maybe or something.
Can I tell roughly what the light is coming from? A torch or a candle or
It's
glowing eyed zombie?
probably more than a torch, but not like a kitchen light or a hallway light.
It's probably an energy-saving bulb, freshly turned on.
A
You
dark
know, it's not
bulb.
blinding, but it's not dark.
I'd just say bulbs make the doom slightly darker than
I just put the light on. Oh, it's darker now.
Can I hear any generators or anything going on? No.
Residual power from the station, maybe.
Okay, well I'll knock on the door quite gently, like kind of tap on it with the key or something.
Nothing happens.
Give it some welly.
Give it some welly, man. It's
Give
gonna
it some
make a lot
welly.
of noise.
Yeah, well, are there any zombies about?
Yeah, can we see
Is there
zombies?
anything knocking
Any
about?
indication?
No, you cleared a lot of the area. You left the
is it
first
open?
two.
Yeah, I'll try the front door. Is it open?
It's locked.
So am I going to kick it in then?
Or you can go around the back and see if that's open. Is there a
Can
ginnel?
I get round the back? I don't
Is there a
think I can
ginnel
get
or
round the back of
something?
your place.
So the front of the house
Cool.
driveway that leads all the way down the side and there's like garage and back garden that is all visible. From
I was going to say, how
Yeah,
open
right.
is it?
So I'll signal to these guys then. I'm nipping round the back.
I assume he's having a stroke or something and let him continue.
But then when I walk off, you realise I'm going round the back.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, so I've gone round the back.
Okay. There's a brick wall that would be like a garden fence. There's a wooden garden gate. The brick wall comes up to this sort of height. So
When you're standing or as you are sitting now?
standing.
Oh,
A tiptoe would allow you to see over.
I'll have a little peek in it. Have a little peek.
You can see kitchen, like back window kitchen. There's definitely a light source.
Is there anything moving in there?
You can't see any movement. You can't hear any movement. but you get the sort of sense that there's something. You know, there's light. Like the entire street is in darkness, but
Could
there
be
is
psycho with a shotgun.
light.
If I leap over the wall and he comes out with a shotgun,
This is probably going to be the
thinking I'm
introduction
the
of me. I mean, he could.
like
Psycho with a
Well, no,
shotgun.
as long as you're moving anything other than slow, you'll know you're not a zombie.
In York, you're more likely to get, you know, a psycho with a copy of The Guardian or something.
There's others in this little fancy.
Romero's
Are these 28 days
No.
later or
No,
are
no,
they
no.
dead?
Romero's.
Alright, so I'll
Incompetent, got it.
I'll just go a bit further down the wall so the visibility is not so clear from the person who might be in the kitchen, and then I'll leap the wall.
Okay.
So I should land on the grass, which would be fairly quiet.
Okay.
And does anything happen? Because I'm now looking right at the kitchen.
So you can see 2 elderly people,
How old?
late 50s, early 60s. So not elderly.
That's only
This
10.
day,
That's not that much older than he is. That's just cruel. Elderly? Jesus Christ.
I was going to say, and sadly, at the end of this episode, kids, this is when Bench was killed.
Wow.
Is that not much?
That's
But-
just... If Ed's in there, I'm going
Follow
to
us
kill.
onto our other YouTube channel, How to Hide a Dead Body.
But don't put your back out while doing it.
2 kind of older, not elderly, older people who are both standing either side of the doorway, staring down the corridor toward the front door.
Okay, I'll slowly stand up and wave with a big grin on my face, like, "Sup, old peeps?"
But not
That's
that
going to be
but
reassuring.
not that much older than you.
Obviously, but older than me.
They've not noticed you. They're in a very double glazed, very sort of.
I'll keep doing this as I gradually edge forward, like looking non-threatening, which is, you know, my best non-threatening pose.
Which
As
in all
you-
fairness is probably the most threatening thing ever.
As you creep non-threateningly towards the window, you can see 2 younger people crouching down in the hallway, facing towards the door, and they look like they're fairly armed. There's a lot of silvery metal.
But they look like hostile towards these older people.
No, everybody's looking.
I
towards
suspect
the
when we
door.
started whamming on the door that they, you know...
Yeah,
Everyone's looking towards the door.
I'll get as close as I can before somebody either tells me to stop or shoots me in the face. I mean, I'm halfway there now. I'm not just gonna.
When
leg it
you
back.
lock-
You don't got like the presence of a
Any
firearm.
of you pick up a weapon,
Well, I'm already there.
They're all
such
armed.
as send your stabby.
They're all armed.
That's all right.
They went into the house.
What are they armed with?
Yeah.
I'm
Send
curious,
your
I don't
stabby.
send your stabby.
Can't tell.
Tire iron and a big knife.
Paul's a tire iron, isn't he?
No, I've got the barbell.
Barbell
That's right, you're right.
and a kitchen.
Yeah, so I'll just gradually do that until I either get told to stop or somebody makes a move or I get shot or whatever. Because I've committed myself now.
Do you want some, like, you know, backup?
You guys don't know what's
At this
going
point,
on.
You won't be able to say all
He's
you've
gone
seen
too
is
far. He's
in
gone
one
too
who
far
found
on the
the
back,
and
so we can't
jumped
even see him
over.
anymore.
So
James
at
shouts
this point
at the
in
top of
time,
his
They
lungs.
may be able to see you guys out the front.
at this point in time, it's up to you guys. You've seen him jump over the wall and you didn't see him come back.
At this point, we're probably better off waiting for him to say, you know, stop until the screaming starts.
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
Yeah, you'll hear it.
About
Until the casual cunting starts, because James is involved.
10 to 8 feet from the window, you're able to see this, whatever the hell's going on in there. And at this point in time, something moves really fast past the window. Like super fast. And as it's just about to go out of eye shot, you see a tail that you recognise.
Obviously a dodgy cat.
A dodgy...
I thought it was Andy, just his vestigial tail.
What I do? Is that my cat?
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, I'll make some sort of communication sound at this point. Because...
Maybe don't say brains.
No, I won't say brains. I'll be like, sup, nice cat. Looks like my cat. Or something along those lines.
But you don't own a cat.
You're a bit I don't know that. Like the cat from the place we're staying at.
They know who he is.
Okay, is that Andy's cat, bitch?
There we go.
Fucking hell.
So the two people that are in what is evidently at this point a kitchen turn round, see you, look very unsure about what to do at this point in time. And then, because it's a man and a woman, and then what looks like two younger people, possibly a boy and a girl, possibly, you don't know, you can't really see them, they're crouched down, they look like they're tooled up. The woman shoots across the room and yanks the blinds closed.
Bitch stole your cat.
Just like, yo, guys, is that Andy's cat in there? No answer. Right, I'll fucking knock him on the bitches. Is that Andy's cat in there? Have you seen Andy while I'm stood at A like a fucking bellend in the darkness?
No response.
Can we hear him saying all this nonsense?
If you want to stay zombie free, I would hope not.
Yeah.
We know the rules of the noise and the zombies. And
So they're not moving. Okay, well
Yeah.
I'll gradually back myself up, always looking at the door, leap back over the wall, come out to you guys and go, there's some fucking weirdos in there.
So you can
Cat
relate.
kidnappers.
You can relate to these guys basically what's going on.
You know what? I'm not sure I want to start kicking doors in for the sake of a cat.
No, well I'm not going to bother because they just seem like weirdos. So,
Yeah, not for me.
well, they don't look like anything Andy couldn't handle.
We could just say, have you got a letterbox? Presumably.
I'm not sticking my face in there. I will.
Everyone's got a letterbox.
Crack on.
Just, you know, open the letterbox and say, looking for a cat.
There's a lot of murmuring and mumbling and then nothing.
Ask him again. Since your face is already at the
Yeah.
box. Worst case
Are you
scenario.
sure you've not
stand
seen a
in the
cat?
throat.
Big fat bastard cat.
We haven't seen a cat. Go away.
What about Andy? Ask him if this in
That
Andy.
sounded like Andy's voice to me.
Andy, you in there? Ask me if this is Andy. The guy that lives across the road.
Come on, we've seen the cat. Just let us have our cat back. Why would you steal a cat?
We haven't seen or heard of a cat. Go away.
But we know there's a cat in there, you lying
We
bastards.
totally saw the cat.
So my boy James saw the goddamn
We
cat.
saw the cat, man.
At this point, you hear a thud, like a real sort of thud. A thud.
Something's fallen down.
Something's fallen over.
Does it sound like a large human?
Or a large cat.
So it was big.
Ask him if they need help.
You okay there?
Yeah, we're all fine.
We've got
Yeah.
like crisps and stuff.
we actually got some Royston's T-bone flavoured that we risked our ass for. You know.
Oh, you got food.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We could do with some food.
Well, have you got the fucking cat in there?
Yeah, we've seen a cat.
Ah.
But we haven't got it in here. We've just seen it.
It's fat, but there's not good eating on that cat.
We know you're lying. I'm, at this point, I'm shouting this across the road, apparently.
Don't do that.
I'd be like, well, guys, if you want food, you're gonna have to open your doors. We're gonna have to meet face to face.
We're obviously not crazy brain-eating zombies, or if we are, we're like
We're
pretty
shit
eloquent
ones.
by the standards.
We can talk very well for zombies, thank you.
By standards of Yorkshiremen, pretty good as well, all things considered.
So, I mean, obviously you've started a rapport. You've got communication going.
God.
He knows the cat's in there.
Yeah.
You guys have heard some.
I'll just say
distinct
now, in a little team huddle, when they do open the door, I'm killing them all.
I don't think we need to murder someone in cold blood.
They lied to us.
Quite
No,
yet.
They lied to
no,
us.
you have no idea. Cross James even slightly.
They lied to us, and they want our fucking
They
food.
lied to us in
They're
a zombie apocalypse.
They're gonna die. They're gonna die. And they
You're
might
gonna
even
die,
have Andy.
Cloud!
They might have Andy, and they stole the cat.
Why would they steal Andy? Andy's not worth like owning.
What was the big
Right, your question for Andy, not why did they steal the cat?
Either way, I'm just saying.
Because cats are cute. Fat bastard cat or not.
You're right, the world's gone to shit. You need reminding of how nice the world can be.
If I had to choose between you and a fluffery wuffery cat, I would definitely choose a fluffery wuffery cat.
I think we should ask Paul's opinion on this. If you had to pick between a fluffery wuffery cat and Andy, what would you choose?
That I counted at least 4 of them. So do we want to feed 4 people when we can just kill them?
And eat them?
Are we at the point where we have to like straight up murder people now?
Yes.
You can't really pass that point.
At least 4 people.
And a thud.
And the third.
Definitely a third. And there's the cat. You're going to have to feed the cat as well. And my word, that cat can eat. Knowing from experience.
That's true. The other cat's like super thin.
I mean, we need more information on them, definitely. Because I don't fucking trust them anyway.
Have we agreed for them to open the door yet?
They've already blamed.
I mean, you're at a bit of a stalemate at this point.
It's like, well, I'm not going to.
Fortunately,
letterbox.
do we remember all the way back in episode 1, part 1? Right at the beginning, you were all real cautious and real careful about not killing zombies. You remember the 2 that you left? Yeah, they've sort of decided
sauntered over.
That noise in that area is a little bit, sounds a bit tasty. So, previously on Dragon Ball Z, there was 2 zombies over there, and both of them have started ambling their way through, which catches Paul's attention, luckily. And you've got plenty of time because they're all the way down.
I'm probably still arguing through a letterbox.
As they're just sort of coming round the cul-de-sac part of the road, which catches Paul's attention. Unfortunately, they catch Paul's attention, which makes him look in that direction. And over towards the park, there's a larger group.
Oh, there's a horde.
Now, it's getting lighter. Getting lighter, so you can see more. Unfortunately, you can see more. So there's a good 6 visible. There's probably a few more because in that sort of space that you can see, there's 6 zombies. You've got 2 that are ambling their way around, that kind of getting the impression that they know that there's sound. Zombies themselves generally make sound, especially Romero zombies. So they've been drawn that way anyway. And you guys are having a lovely conversation with the people inside the house through the letterbox. Round about this point in time, as they're coming up, they start going, oh yeah, these guys look tasty. So they're like, sort of noises.
Doing the zombie thing.
Unfortunately, as we know, the minimum of 6 visible zombies are also slowly starting to turn.
I'm slagging.
So that's on you because you've seen
Paul, go
them.
and deal with that horde over there. Good luck.
You don't even know they're there.
Let us know.
You're unaware that they're there at this point.
He's down the side of the house, more sort of keeping out of view.
So I basically...
You're trying to have a conversation with people that don't want to talk to you, and they're lying to your face.
Welcome to my life. So it's
at this point, so they're coming. So at this point, I don't even care about keeping my voice down because they're already coming over. So
Is
like,
you
guys,
attract more if you just suddenly shout?
well, I'm not going to shout. I'm just going to go, guys.
Okay.
Hey guys. Hey dear.
Guys.
Chaps.
Rocking it down real fast.
Zombie time.
Face away from the letterbox.
6 o'clock.
Oh, zombie time, 6 o'clock. Yes.
Zombie time.
Oh.
It's like
synchronized watches.
It's like 25 past 4 in the morning. What you on? Zombie
Well, I'm
time.
on my way then. I've heard it. I want to have a look for myself.
Right.
Zombie time means, holy shit,
Are
there's
they
loads
sort
of
of
them.
ambling our way?
Yeah. So you've got the 2 that are now at this point. He's spoken to you guys. You guys know they're there, and they know that he's.
I don't suppose zombies
And
have
now
monsters, do they?
There'll be one way to find out.
Not more than
you-
brain.
You can
Delicious
suggest
brains,
that there's a
delicious
horde
brains.
heading this way and that they're going to go to their house.
So you guys stood outside the house.
I've decided.
They give us a cat back, I'm going to
it's a
really
really good
rack
idea
on
to
this
just
letterbox.
quickly nip
Yeah.
back inside
Pretty
to get some items.
Best
So I'm just going to
threat
pop
ever.
inside the house for 2 minutes to get some items, and I'll be
Including
right
beer menu
back.
for me.
Andy,
Can you get Molotovs?
Can't you get the runner to do that?
I was going to say, I'm not actually involved in the story. Do you want me to go grab shit?
Can you get the runner to do it?
It's fine.
Andy, I do say to the guys, like, there's a bunch of zombies coming over here. I can make a really big racket with this letterbox if you don't give us our cat back.
That was my suggestion.
By this point, all you see, because basically you've told them there's a horde of zombies coming, so they're just shutting the kitchen door.
Oh,
Right, kick the fucking door in.
There's like a bunch of zombies coming though.
Yeah, but if they hear the noise there, kick the door in and go, right, they're on their way. See you later, guys.
It's a bit mean-spirited.
Yeah.
No, let's be fair. So the group coming towards you, your plan is kick the door in. You're a bit torn. You might have to wait for your third party who was involved in
Wait
the
for your
decision
third
to come
man.
back
And while
help you decide.
while you wait for your third deciding
How many
vote,
people live
I
or
will
die?
point out that you're forgetting that there was at least 2 more people in that house who were well armed.
Yeah, but that would be their problem when we kick the door in.
Well, there's 2 people.
Yeah,
who
So
are
then you'll have to deal with 10 zombies minimum, 2
No.
seemingly well armed people. Pretty sure the old woman had like a big carving knife.
Not if I rattle a letterbox and run off.
Yeah, I agree. Then they'll have to deal with the
Are the zombies more likely to go after the running away creatures or the
Absolutely.
noise? That question.
Well, if only I had a really long object I could rattle a letterbox with and then run off.
Do you mean like Mr. Stabby?
Senor Stabby.
Senor Stabby?
No, I feel even now in the post-apocalypse, I would feel somewhat bad about deliberately leading zombies to other people who are quite rightfully scared, even if they've stolen our cat like a bell end mine.
And like us.
And that's why Sam should have been eaten already, I'm just saying.
Well, there is another way we can do it. We can rattle on the letterbox and we can go around the back and jump over the wall and be like, we're happy to help you deal with that horde that's now coming your way.
Oh. Present an argument of...
Or we
We'll
can
help
just sit
you
in the
or-
back garden and you guys can deal with it. Because zombies can't climb walls. But they can probably smash through your fucking front door.
And break through the wooden fence, the gate.
You said it was a wall.
A wall with a wooden gate.
But that's,
Good
only,
job,
that's
man.
like a gate situation, isn't it? They can only go through it's quite narrow, isn't it?
Yeah, a bit like a bottleneck.
Yeah.
Right, Paul. We need a decider.
It's alright, lads. I've managed to get myself out of the house. I've rebarricaded it, and I'm now good to go.
Okay.
Quick jump back, 6 zombies coming, but it's okay.
Jesus Christ, lads! What's happened here?
So
Has James just decapitated 18 zombies?
no,
Yeah.
these guys need to make a decision.
Fortunately not.
James, I'm not entirely sure what James is trying to do. Sam doesn't want to lead zombies to people's houses.
It's not that I don't want to as much as I'm torn on the issue. It's like, on the other hand, I'd rather not have zombies come my way, and they did steal our cat. Your cat. Your cat that I don't even really like.
And we still don't know if they've got Andy. They might have Andy in there.
Why would you steal Andy?
Stop saying that!
Why wouldn't you? I mean, this guy's defense.
I mean, he's a delicious hunk of man meat, don't get me wrong.
Man, me.
He's the lucky Pierre in the
I
country.
would describe him as devastatingly erotic.
Oh my!
To be fair,
You heard it first.
to be
on
fair, you're not the
Cookiecast.
first person to describe
Cookie cast.
Yes.
Cast.
Yeah.
Cast.
It's recorded in Wellington Road.
Northern peasants.
Correct.
So what are you actually deciding to do here? I'm actually curious now.
Give Paul.
Okay, so my plan was rattle on their door like a motherfucker, then leap over the back wall and say, we're happy to help you deal with the horde, right? That's on its way. But you gotta let us in, we gotta check the place out. And then we'll be happy to share food and knowledge. But first we'll have to work as a team to get rid of the horde.
Agreed.
That seems like a surprisingly good plan. I'll go with it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All in.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
definitely.
There you go.
Paul's enjoying some of the salvage from Morrison's right now.
So you agreed to jump the wall and tell them that you're gonna.
After making a massive
Well,
noise.
I say jump. I'll probably scramble.
Scale the wall.
Yeah, so we've basically made enough noise that the zombies know that they're so they're heading there.
Looking like a zombie whilst it is.
So, as you're in the back garden at this point in time, and zombies are hot on the heels, like they're the 2 are at the bottom of the drive. You guys are over the wall. They know that. Obviously, they attracted the other ones, so the other ones have started ambling in your direction. The woman's face suddenly appears in a gap in the blinds,
So we tell her my plan.
and you're like through the double glazing. Look, this is my plan, which is
We'll give you a hand dealing with the horde that's on its way, and then we're happy to share food and knowledge. However, we want to meet him face to face after. We're going to have a little check out, see what you got, make sure that you're not a threat. Because if you're a threat, that's going to be a problem, innit? Because we're all in the same. Thieves. We're all in the same.
She's like, look, we didn't know. We didn't know. He said you had food.
I'll be like, fine. Let's cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm not going to kill you right away. Let's just.
We didn't know.
Yeah, I told you they had Andy.
He said you had food, and we panicked. So, if you can do this, we'll let him out.
I'll be like, fine. I mean, panic about the fucking zombie horde that's on its way. Let's deal with one thing at a time. Zombie
Him
horde
and the
first.
cat.
So, have we got a deal? Yes or no?
Okay, look, get rid of the zombies, and then we can negotiate. All we wanted was food. We've run out of food, and he said you guys have food.
You realise getting rid of the zombies is going to be a team effort, right? So get your ass out.
So, she tells you that she's not prepared. They're not prepared to come out.
Door's getting kicked in.
How do I know you're going to...
At this point, I'm with James on this.
They're not prepared to come out, but as it become quite apparent, they've got me somewhere in the house.
Door's getting kicked in.
So,
I think
they're prepared.
Situation's changed.
They're apparently prepared to let me go.
There's a decision-making time.
Now, let there be 4 of us to kick some zombie ass, depending what state he's in. I'm still kicking the door in.
The only problem is that if you kick the door in, they could kill him.
They could. But now we're stuck in the fucking garden with 9,000 zombies on its way around that they're not prepared to fight.
As I keep saying, at this point in time, you haven't seen me,
Yeah, we
so you don't know
that.
that's true. You know there's 4 people in that house. 2 of them are marginally armed, and the other 2 that you still don't really know
But
who
they
they
do
are
appear to be shitting their pants.
definitely armed.
So, but they seem pretty.
How many zombies do
Wet
we reckon
down,
we've got?
yeah.
Already? Say about 6.
So there's a visible horde of 6, but let's face it, you could only see that much.
I mean, we're
that
quite experienced
much
at
area.
killing them, and like I said, the garden we're in now, there's 1 gate, so they're only going to stumble through 1 or 2 at a time. We can probably
take them and then go from there.
Yeah.
And remember, we've still got the option of rattling the fucking letterbox again and bringing more.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, when we kill the zombies, if they don't come out, I'm kicking that fucking door in.
That sounds reasonable. I don't want to kick. The only reason I don't want to kick the door in now is because it's like then you're sort of fighting on 2 fronts.
No, I agree.
Yeah, it's kind of.
And I like that. I'm happy with that. And plus the horde's getting closer, so I'm more concerned about the horde. But we're gonna have to keep an eye on that back door while we kill this horde, because they might just pop out and slit our throats while we're not looking.
So who's
Then I'll
armed
be
with what
really
again?
disappointed.
Who's armed with what? I'm just...
Well, we think the clown's
Senor
inside.
Stabby.
Senor Stabby, I've got the tire iron and a knife.
And you've got...
I've got a huge barbell with
Okay,
no
okay.
weights on it. So it's nice and blunt, nice and long.
So we should be able to take him. They'll stumble through fucking two.
So you're agreeing with her that you're going to take care of the zombies?
We'll take care of the zombies and then we'll play it by ear from then on.
No, it's a case of we'll take care of the zombies, then we come inside.
Yeah, and if they don't let us inside, then
We're gonna break the door.
We're going to break down the door. Yeah.
That, and we actually say that. We physically tell her that.
She is now gone from the blinds.
Right, so off we go then. It's fighting time, boys.
So,
It's military.
by this point, you're aware that there's like a scratchy bendy of wooden gate. So,
This is what we're reduced to.
the gate is holding fairly fast,
Okay.
steadfast.
I mean, can we kind of reach over?
Sorry,
and start
this is the
standing up
world's
in there?
strongest gate, apparently.
Oh,
I might
it's like-
have a point where I can kind of like start to stab one in like Walking Dead style, you know, like they do. So I can start killing a couple. So in the face, in the face, in the face. Keep an eye on that back door, in the face.
You may have noticed at this point that
Stab
James'
check,
face looks
stab
very
check,
happy
stab
whilst he's
check.
offing these on.
Well, I am actually having a whale of a time. I love the apocalypse.
You're going for stabbing through or over the gate?
Well, I'm going to
How
have to
big's
kind
the
of
gate?
stab over it. aren't I?
To be established on the
It's a garden gate.
I can't stab through it.
About
It's
the
made
same
of
height
wood.
than the average person.
Yeah, but I can't stab through it. It's made of wood.
Because
I'm
I'm imagining this gate.
Has it actually got
like-
slats in it?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll stab through it then.
Because I'm imagining this gate to be like waist high, open wood.
No, the gate has a like.
It's more like a door.
Higher, yeah.
It's more like a door than it's a gate.
At the end of this, we will have figured out exactly what this gate is.
The dimensions of the gate are
Is this going to be one of those situations where we
Is
flip
it-
a coin
is it
and it
about-
turns out I'm incapable of stabbing a zombie in the face with point blank range?
It's a gate
Through a slatted
about
gate.
2 feet
Wow.
by about 5 or 6 feet with slats in it, and we can stab through it.
So the wall was this high, so that is going to be about
6 foot-ish.
6 foot-ish.
It's good because now when
The
you say
gate-
this high, you can see like this high.
The gate has the same height as the wall, but then it has that arching bit that's higher than the wall. So the gate is about 7 foot. But it's basically made up of 4 wooden slats with the diagonal thicker pieces either side. It's a garden gate. So there's gaps in between.
So we need them to be able to kill them. They
So
need
you're
to be
going
on our
through
side.
the slats.
You can stab them straight through the head, though.
Through the slats or over the top.
Either way, he's stabbing zombies. And he's
such
probably
Yeah,
doing it
you
through a
can do
gate.
that as well.
Such
So-
a
Yeah, Senor Stabby's basically built for this.
Senor Stabby.
Yeah, send your stabbing.
Yeah, but you've got a garden.
That's the guy. I wanna
What
know
do
if
you
he
get a
died.
garden for through a gap in slats.
I can turn it the other way round.
Yeah, but you've got to be so precise with that, and you won't get enough.
That's
You
what
won't,
the coin's for.
you won't get enough.
The coin will
purchase.
tell us.
Are
What
we
the
gonna
Coin will
purchase?
decide.
The coin will
coin's
decide.
gonna
will
decide.
Fine, use. What are you using?
Actually, I've got a knife.
Right,
So-
are you going to stab zombies through the fence?
That's what I'm doing.
Right.
Yes?
You sure?
Yes.
I mean,
What are you doing?
You
Yes.
can't stab
Yes.
anything.
Yes, for
You've got
reasons,
like a
apparently.
kitchen knife.
Are you going to watch the back door while they stab shit through the gate?
I mean, watching the back door whilst
There
they
you
stab
go.
shit, I mean, is a fantastic
Paul,
step.
you're being useful. Watch the back door. I want to know what happens.
Said without a hint of irony as well.
So are we successful?
It's a hit.
It's a
So both of you have taken
With all the D20s!
natural 20.
That was just a heads.
That was just a celebratory.
It was a successful head.
We win! Only 75.
I'm
more
so
to go.
enthralled. I'm gonna have to do what inevitably comes when you have a beer.
Oh no!
Oh no.
The toilet is there.
I know, but it probably sounds weird if you.
All the other audio.
Yeah.
So I'll do the bit while Sam's gone. You stabbed and basically taken out because they're sort of like either side trying to get through the gate. They're both a bit sort of a bit of a haji going on.
Oh, what was there? Bit of argy bargy.
Bendy, woody, argy bargy.
Bendy, bendy.
So you've managed to get through just enough to get one straight sort of in the eye.
Yay!
And he sort of goes limp on the knife. You have to sort of like pull that back through. Senor Stabby has lived up to his name and has gone through a bit of an angle because garden forks do that.
Yeah, they
So
kind
it's kind of gone through like that. Caught one straight, like 3 prongs through the face,
Right through the temple.
and it's a win for the two.
I went
zombies.
through the eye.
Nice.
Paul at this point notices some sort of rustling inside. Nothing major. You can't see anything, that's for sure.
If that door opens, mate, you bludgeon whatever comes out and let it in.
No pressure. Quick decision in the dark.
What if it's the cat?
Bludgeon it, damn it. It's already explained it eats a
Quicker
lot.
than you.
Some rustling in the house.
Right, okay.
Rustling in the house, nothing major. The blind moved, but it was probably just a bit of gust of movement, and that's that.
Okay.
Okay.
Are all the zombies dead?
The 2 that were trying to get through the gate are dead. You got to
But
bear
the
in mind that
the
there was
other
a gap.
6 might be
Yeah, they're
on the
on
right
the
And
side
they're Romero, so they're a bit ambly. They move a bit quicker when there's noise and stuff like that.
when they've got motivation.
Stabbing's great, as we know from The Walking Dead.
I probably would shout around to the guys in the house. You're missing the party. You should get out of here. This is the right line.
one out, boy. Look at him. I can see
Unfortunately, you shouting that has
James dropped the box. Guys, he's got it in the face. Oh, it was beautiful.
in the face.
And it could be you next.
You guys got a camera. I want to take a picture. I want to take a selfie of me. This dead zombie.
Look at all my followers.
Simon's definitely going to follow in whatever you two decide.
Because
nodding-
he's a
nodding-
sheep.
He's
He is a
nodding
sheep.
away proficiently. I mean, the
Simon's-
people on the watching can tell that he's not because he's not there.
Do you want to sit in his seat for
I'm
me
just
to
going
go, I agree?
to superimpose. Something. We use that
I'll sit there for 10 minutes, just keep going, I
Stock
agree.
photos.
I agree.
Yeah.
Stop photo sound in the armchair.
Right, well, next.
So yeah, so this is what we call like a break without an actual break while we were.
No, carry on. Crack on.
No,
Simon's going to agree with whatever you decide.
Okay, well we're just.
Oh, he's back.
We're gonna have to fight.
You've got more beers. What's your fucking entire beer in 2
Yeah,
bucks?
that's right. Pretty much become a real beer player. Oh yeah, why am I only have 2 beers? Because I've had more than 2 beers now.
Yeah. We know.
So there's another.
So you've successfully killed the
I
two.
took 3. I don't know.
But there was like 4 left in there.
Yeah, he took 3 and you guys can get your own.
I don't know. I wasn't thinking.
So
I'm sorry for
Okay, so we managed to kill the creatures.
You won. You won in
So
your
we killed the
stabbing.
zombies.
I gave a breakdown of the stabbing.
So we've killed 2 zombies.
There was some.
James, your stabbing
James
was
stabbed them
great.
and became erect immediately.
There was some rustling from inside, but nothing really noticeable.
It wasn't just me. He stabbed one as well.
But he didn't enjoy it as
Bloodlust
much.
on his mouth, on his face.
Yeah, luckily I'm turning this way so the camera can't see.
Major 10.
You missed the fact that he screamed to the people inside, "You're missing out on all the fun!"
Just like that. He did.
So right, so I've done that. You're missing out on all the funnier thing, and we're waiting for the next selection of zombies.
Yeah. You're just gonna hang fire. Okay.
So instead of kicking in the door, as we discussed,
No, I said wait. We're gonna have
Think
to.
about the house. The back door is one of those UPVC doors.
Yeah, I'll be going round the front.
You'll never get through that door. The front
It's an
door
Everest one. You're not getting in that shit.
It's more wooden, slightly
Yeah.
glassy.
My plan wasn't to kick it in while we're fighting zombies anyway.
And you won't get through the
Because
back
that's
anyway.
just foolish.
You'd be there for weeks.
Open the window
We can use a zombie.
There starts to be the sound of shuffling, what sounds like a series of zombies shuffling up a slight incline, maybe a driveway.
Brace yourselves for impact, boys. Here comes the next wave. Pick up your visual scanning. I'm ready, mate. I'm well excited.
I'll have to cut that out.
I'm not really excited by this, to be honest. I'm actually quite scared. I don't really like it all that much.
Suddenly, the gate takes like what you presume is some kind of slam and almost breaks in.
Okay, so now we can really get rid.
Yeah, but like zombies don't generally whack
what's
things.
What's slamming it? You can see what you're doing!
I knew you were going to do that.
The light's out here.
So there was a shagging zombie apparently.
So something's giving it a good old.
Right, let's see if we can like proper hear head rabbit away.
Or we can talk over it and not have to edit it out.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we're still going to have to fight whatever that is. So maybe we just step back and wait because if it's ramming through, we're going to have to deal with it.
Yeah. So basically, there was a slam, and you saw like of the 3 big wooden slats on the other side of the gate, 2 of them basically broke in half.
Yeah,
Hang on a second, I'm still confused at this point. Surely it's them 2 in the back garden. I'm still somewhere else.
You're all in the back garden.
Yeah.
I thought I was watching the front door for something.
You're watching
that
the
was
back
ages
door.
ago.
Right, okay, I'm miles away.
Now you're watching the back door.
You're right.
Hey?
Always sensible to watch
Obviously,
the back
feel
door,
free
James.
to comment on YouTube if we're wrong or if you think Paul's a gimp. That's.
Don't
We've
ask for comments.
actually had a comment.
Comment on
Well,
Tell us we're
about
gimps as much as you want.
how James ruined the rules.
Who said that? Or was it Ben?
Panas, I think.
Oh, classic Panas.
Yeah, Panas.
Oh, yeah.
R.I.P.
God rest his soul.
God rest his soul.
Although he is coming to the quiz tonight.
Oh, you can make the quiz, can I?
That's what he said.
Damn.
Yeah, I've got all that under
Okay.
So, at this point, are we taking? I mean, what are we taking a step back?
Well, we're going to have to take a
faces
step.
up
No,
against
we're
the
going to take.
front.
Well, I'm taking a step back. You guys do what you want. If I see a big thing fucking crash into the fence and make a big mess, I'm going to take a step back.
So, like literally seconds later, there's a crash and
What's he doing the belt up?
Yeah.
a zombie sort of explodes through the wooden door with another zombie on its back with another one stepping over it. It was like they were all running at the door.
But we
I
can.
thought they couldn't run.
Senor Stabby,
It
over
was
to you.
like they were running.
Oh,
They basically
sorry,
just
right,
broke through the
right,
door.
I'm
Senor
with you.
Stabby, that's
Like
gonna-
one's used the other one to slam the door.
That's
It's
gonna
definitely
be.
a Scrabble. A zombie is climbing.
I'm sure James is basically like, I'm not sure he could get any harder, all things told.
Yeah, that's true.
Stab
He's
him.
like
Diamond.
tire
I don't
iron.
like
The diamond cutter,
Tire iron.
the hardest of all erections.
Oh my freaking!
Yeah, that's it. I'm beating.
Which is going to be hard, right? So
What
what I will say is you've got zombie, so it's like a zombie sandwich. You've got one that's like climbing over the top, but all you can literally see through that gap is zombies. There's there's a lot of
Start
zombies.
stabbing them.
Yeah, I'm gonna start stabbing them. I like it.
Can I
Well,
start?
yeah, is it what heads we do it?
Oh,
Tails
can
we fail?
I not come in and just like start wielding the
Well, I presume you're all going to
wielding the stick of truth?
I'm doing shit, but I'm still
I'm going to
watching
raise,
that back door.
if all three of them go, does that mean 3 quick tosses? So if one success comes in, there's
3 quick tosses.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sounds like a regular Saturday
So what is it?
night.
Heads we fail, tails we win, or what is it?
Heads is a success.
What is it?
You want to take out your zombie? You want to take out your zombie?
I don't like this.
You also take out.
Just want to say, laws of probability are fucked. 4 passes in a row so far.
If anybody else remembers this,
But the it will betray us at some point.
if anybody else remembers this, pretty sure that Sam decided the rule was that 1 James is worth 2 damage. So James actually takes out 2 zombies
You are getting
with a successful hit.
knife tire
So it's
iron.
like 2 left
Bitches,
at least?
please. I'm having that.
So you've taken 2. You've Senor Stabby has
Cool.
managed to put one to the ground. Paul is struggling to get his barbell out of what
brain.
was a head.
It's going to be over
It's
enthusiastic.
like it's gone down the neck hole or something. 'Cause there's just nothing there.
The neck hole. Wow.
And I'm gonna do another. I'm gonna do another flip just to save time and energy. Ooh.
I bet you wish you hadn't done that flip. Unfortunately, Andy has passed away. The people inside the house have decided we don't need Andy.
Yeah.
So Paul's struggle is quite real. He is struggling to get the barbell
The
out.
struggle is real.
Sam has given it a good stab, but he's done a turn, so he's now got his back. And you went but your has kind of gone. Oh wait, hang on a minute. He's going down, but. So you, all 3 of you, are currently
Otherwise engaged.
Preoccupied.
these 2. They've got the backs to the door, the broken gate, whatever. You're a bit like, I'm sure I should be able to get this knife out, but
there's some suction, which you get when you stab somebody.
Fucking tails,
Just
man.
kind of like gets stuck.
we don't need to know how you know that.
You don't ask questions like that.
Anyway, so
Moving up.
I've totally missed that.
It's fine.
Suction.
Oh.
can I use the tire arm with my hand and
Can I cast
try to
freeing spells?
try to free my knife from whatever
You
it's
haven't
stuck
leveled-
on?
You're a zombie
leveled up
survivor,
yet.
not a
They've not
mage.
cast hold person on you.
You haven't leveled
I'm
up.
sure if I knew anything about what this
You haven't
was,
leveled
that
up
would
enough
be-
to
that'd be
get
hilarious.
spells yet. You don't get spells until level 5. You've switched tire iron. Are you abandoning the knife?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to kind of let it go and get it later, because otherwise I'm gonna
Sam?
go down with the thing, aren't I?
Oh, I suppose I'm going to have to let Senor Stabby go. It was so much effort.
Get your boot on its head. Get your boot on its head.
Yeah, I'm just going to try and extricate it.
Extricate.
It's not weird.
So
it's very-
personally, I'd be hoping that this guy's got your back. Just saying.
Of course I have.
Well, the
I
thing
see
is, I'm
all.
also,
I have to retrieve the
I'd like
bar.
to point out the
It's
amount of
too good-
assistance coming from the dungeon master here.
It's too
Yeah,
good
but I
of
generally
one to let go.
Oh.
But if I don't have Senor
Twice the
Stabby,
kills.
I'm like a rage.
He's got.
I'd be outdone with the
He is
more
worth
fishing
double
myself.
I'm
damage.
going to say, he's worth double damage. Is he worth double perception though?
Double perception. Fucking this.
It's heads, boys. You're all lucky. You managed to free Senor Stabby. James takes the nearest zombie, and Paul manages to sort of do a bit of a wedge kind of and it just breaks what was probably like a spine and throat situation, and
Nice.
manages to free it.
Enjoying that.
We're going to have to censor it.
Paul knows how to rock a neck hole.
No, it's on as explicit. We can literally say, for 58 minutes, we could just all take it into say, cunt.
You need to look at the camera. when
I think we just
He
figured out our next podcast.
wondered if it needed to be censored. It's like, no, it's listed as explicit, so we can say whatever we want.
Brilliant.
As long as it's not
Fuck
like
badges.
racist, sexist.
Wanky
or
wanky
that,
spunk
I
spunk.
don't
We
know.
can say what we want.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give another flip just to be on the safe side.
What we got?
Okay. So, luckily, at this point in time, James takes out 2 because he does 2 damage.
Nice.
Sam spins round. James has done he's going down. This is the most, at this point, double heads. At this point, this is the most fluid zombie fight scene we've ever seen. There's choreography, there's everything.
It's great.
You go over as James goes down, knife in zombie's head, you're going over the top. And as you're going over the top, he's swinging round across the top of the parapet.
We should film
It's
that.
beautiful. There's red mist
get that
everywhere. It's just a bloodbath. One of you slips over at one point and still manages to impale a zombie on the way down.
And then
It's
we all
just
obsess with each other.
At the end of all this, does James land on the floor and just use his erect knob as a fucking flag? That was great.
He just screams, check out.
I mean, I can't wait for the sex part.
The zombies have all been eradicated. They've had mad luck and success.
At this point in time, you know,
waiting for the back door.
the 6 that you saw,
in more than one way.
realistically...
Sadly, at this point, I know what I'm like. So I've just kicked the shit out of all these things. We've kicked the shit. I'm now going, we're fucking coming for you next.
No, whoa, whoa.
I'm on one.
I love this.
I love that Sam.
I like when we get live action.
With the, ooh, no.
Oh no, do we have to?
James has got caught up in the action. He's pointing the old woman and gone.
Yeah, I'm like,
And Sam's going, no,
I'm
don't
gonna-
do it.
I'll just give it the very slow.
Just leave it
I'm going to be using someone as a battering ram. We're getting in there.
Just give it the slow stroke across the throat.
Quick turn.
So,
We should flip a coin as to whether I do that or not.
luckily for you...
It's about time for
We have coins. We have lots of coins.
Luckily for you, the lady has reappeared.
Oh, okay.
And she's looking out, and she's looking at
the carnage.
carnage. There's no other way to explain it. Carnage. He's got a full-blown pant on, but he's like red, and he's like panting like a
Full
freaking...
on.
It's a mixture of sweat and blood.
Got a bit of a damn.
Yeah, there's like blood across here. There's sweat down here. Like everything he's holding is dripping in
The smile on his face suggests he burst a blood vessel in his eyes and he's crying the blood.
Even Sam has
Looks
got
excited
what could
with
be
himself.
called a smirk.
Yeah, he'd be pleased with himself, man.
Paul by this point is like,
Two reasons.
pretty sure
That's the closest thing to
I'm about to
social
level up
interaction
here.
I've had in
He's
jacket.
twirling the freaking
Like I would be a baton.
yeah,
Like
it's,
a cheerleading.
it's just like some kind of baton twirling, and that's what this woman looks out to.
3
And
cycles
he's
doing
just
a
like,
dance.
he's grinning. You know that picture you take of James? That picture.
After he had his 2 weeks.
Here's Johnny first.
This one.
pretty much.
Yeah, that's the one. So it's that. So this woman's just like,
God, we're off the
you've
food.
never
Yeah,
seen fear
so happy.
like it. She is terrified, and then she just disappears.
So we can politely knock on the door. Ladies,
Ladies.
where the fuck is the cat and my boy?
So is it?
At which point, you hear some rustling, and the woman appears again. Look, we're sorry, we didn't know, we didn't realise. He said you guys had gone for food. We thought we could negotiate some food.
Yeah, we're negotiating. Where the fuck is he?
We apologise for any misunderstandings. He's here, and we are prepared to
He's
let
here.
him
He's queer.
and,
We don't want any more.
and the
games.
cat go.
Oh,
As
you're
long
prepared.
as
You're prepared to let him go.
you guys are prepared to also
Vacate your premises.
vacate the premises.
Oh, you're prepared to let us do that?
Yeah.
Oh, lucky us, guys. Like, yeah.
That's
At this
fine.
point, I'm walking down. I'm going to go back out the front and just make sure there's no more zombies because I will not help this situation.
So he's taking himself out of the situation. Leaves you two to basically negotiate this deal.
Because I know what I'm like.
So
It won't go down well.
she's saying that she's going to give us what we want if we give her what she wants.
I think at this point, I
After-
think initially
after
she
you
was
say
going
their
to
asses
try
forward.
and she was going to try and negotiate with you guys. She's kind of basically said you can take him. Him is probably me. Just leave.
Probably.
Could be him.
I'm going to say I'm waiting for it to be someone completely
Okay,
bloody
that sounds
different.
fair then. Well, we'll take our friend and our cat back, and in response, we won't
Burn
go
your
any
fucking
further.
house down.
I'm going to say we won't brutally murder you.
We don't need to use the term brutally murder. So
He didn't.
Brutally.
I used
Where's
that.
it sound?
He said burn house down.
It's going
Well,
to
point this out.
No one
So-
needs to be murdered
So
today.
she looks very sheepish, she looks very whatever, she looks all of that, and she sort of backs away so that the blind closes, and then the light goes out.
I'm out the front of this stage.
So he's out the front, you guys are a bit like, and then what sounds like a bit of a lock twist, door slowly opens, and that fat little bastard Dwayne runs out. And just starts milling around a rose bush in the back garden.
You did just roll
And going,
my Sonic the Hedgehog.
Is this anybody eating this zombie? Because, you know, I'm a bit peckish.
Oh yeah, I can see that cat eating a fucking zombie.
So the cats come out, and then the door open to produce this guy, looking a mixture of bound and gagged, slightly bruised down this side of the face,
He's been Pulp Fiction.
and quite pissed off.
He has been Pulp Fiction.
So I'm a bit like,
The worst thing here is that you're going to find him, and he's going to see how you've reacted, and he's just going to flip.
I told you. I told you at the beginning of this. I'm kicking the door in and killing him.
so there's a bit of this, there's a bit of this, there's a bit of this, and these guys, you're out the front checking for other zombies.
Yeah, it makes
you
you
guys are a bit like WTF, and I'm like,
Okay, can you just?
Oh, right, so first of all, we cut your
I'm just going
ties.
to stick saying you're stabbing
I
in the door frame,
assume
just in
they've
case.
just closed the door.
yeah, the door's just closed behind.
So we free you from your gag and cut your things off.
So I'm like, where's James?
Where's James?
He's round the front. Would you like a
Yeah.
weapon just in case?
Would you like a word with him?
You encounter something.
It's like
Yeah.
a casual
So
conversation.
it's very clear the door shut almost immediately, and there's no light, there's no nothing. There was a locking sound. There's nothing, and I'm just like, Sam, get the cat.
We can set the garden on fire or something.
What good is that?
You know what? Let's just
other than attract loads of zombies to them.
salt it. That way nothing will grow there for ages. I'll be really
Oh
pissed
yeah,
off.
I'm sure life is.
So
sure the petunias are really.
It must be quite light now as well.
I'd also,
Yeah,
like
it's
to
right,
I'd also like to think where we're getting a bag load of salt from.
Yeah, I try and lug the cat. Oh god! Drag that
He's got like a whole head in his mouth, and he's like dragging it. He's
Not
like,
even that big. He's not fat.
when was the last time you saw him? He can't even sit straight now. He has to sit with his back legs
proper
out so he can
fat
put his
bastard.
gut in. That is no joke.
I've seen Andy like
Outside.
rabbit's guts.
I hold him by the guts
Proper
sometimes.
fat backer.
Come in, your cat love.
So I just walked straight down the drive, past him, and straight over to the house, and just start like bashing the door and pushing the door and getting back inside.
James, being the antagonist he is, joins in. Sam stands at the back going, "Come on,
Why
guys,
are we
let's not do
keeping
this."
Why are we
That's
keeping
basically going, "Just let him go. Let's put on the
Personally,
guy."
I'm hoping that one of you decided to put Gizmo in the kitchen, otherwise we're going to have this whole situation again when the fucking cat gets out.
I would be like, what? So
Is that because you think these people are going to steal another
I
fucking
wanna
cat after
know-
that
I wanna know
one
what
time?
happened
They're not going to
at this
dare.
stage. I'm like, why did we just do? What's going on?
So we get back in the house. Paul's in last and takes care of barricading. I sort of shoo both cats up the stairs and shove them into the man cave and shut the door. I come back down, storm past a lot of you straight into the dining room, living room sort of area, and James is straight behind, Sam's straight behind, and then Paul comes in after barricading the door. James, your question was?
What actually happened?
What actually happened? So I like seething. I'm just like fucking. You can just see nothing but absolute rage, and I'm like, what happened? Oh, I'll fucking tell you what happened.
That was my question.
Cliffhanger.
Oh.
Next.
And that next time on Dragon Ball Z. And that's that. Part 3 of Zombiecast done in the bag,
That
closing
was
that
fun.
bad boy out. So yeah, I'll stop it there so we can go and watch the France game.
I believe
By the
you
time
need
this
to
comes
watch the
out, we
Belgium.
will know the outcome, and he'll probably going to be really
Yeah, I'm really
upset.
sorry, James.
France will win this.
I'm pulling for Belgium.
We're predicting the future.
Ooh,
I've got him in a sweepstake.
Oh, Oh!
Isn't Belgium just a shit France anyway?
What's he doing?
Harsh words.
And on that note, I'll say goodbye.
Comment on your Belgian.
It's like South Korea is just a shit Japan. It's.
I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say.
So there you go. What do you think to that? Exciting stuff, eh? More cliffhangers. So that was Zombie Apocalypse Part 3. There's already Zombie Apocalypse Part 4, which is a very exciting one, and more to come down the line. So, as always, jump over to the Cookiecast.com, see what you guys think to that. Let us know what you want to see, maybe some plot twists or something like that. But I guess until next time, I'm going to say bye-bye for now, and I'll see you then. Bye.